Stacy's line was busy when I called her back. I knew I should have dialed 911 right then, but I panicked. I knew she had taken the pill, so I went to her house.
And broke in. Ever hear of knocking?
I did, and no one answered.
Well, that usually means no one's home. Or maybe they just didn't want to see you. Any reason Stacy Cox wouldn't want to see you?
No, she didn't answer because she was unconscious.
Or maybe it was the other way around.
What?
Well, maybe she took the pills after you invited yourself in.
I told you the way it happened. I broke into Stacy's house because I was scared for her life. I still am.
I recommend you save some of that fear for your own hide.
When were you aware that something was wrong?
I didn't hear anything until the police and paramedics arrived.
Melinda.
Daddy.
It's okay.
Paging
Okay.
Dr. Richard Flagg. Dr. Richard Flagg.
How is she? Have you seen the doctor?
Well, read that. He's in there with her now. He's critical. She could die.
See my son.
He's finished giving his statement, Mr. Johnson. Be patient.
Patient, my foot. I've waited over an hour. Time's up.
Thanks for calling, Gordon. What's happening?
No one's telling me anything, Selena. My boy, my innocent boy is locked up somewhere scared to death, and no one's telling me a damn thing.
Mr. Johnson, I'm going to have to ask you to calm down. We're just following procedure here.
Since when is it procedure to arrest a boy who couldn't hurt a fly, much less a girl, without any proof, any motive? Tell my attorney about your procedure. He's on his way, and I'm sure he'd love to hear it.
Right now, you don't need a lawyer. Darryl hasn't been arrested. There aren't any charges yet.
Oh, he'll be here all right. Someone has to look after my son's rights, and it's obviously not going to be the police department.
Jared, you and I have worked together over the years. We've seen a lot of bad kids, and we've helped a lot of good ones. I know Jared. He's one of the good kids. He'd never do something like this.
Selena, I trust your judgment, but it's not up to me. Look, all I can do is take a statement from you and hope that it fills in some of the blanks.
Fine. While you get a statement from every Tom, Dick, and Harry in this place, I want to see my son now.
Gordon, maybe I can help. All right. I was at the center with Darryl until 8 o'clock, when I left to pick up my son. When I got back, Darryl was gone. Now, he never would have left the center unattended like that, unless it was urgent or an emergency.
Just tell me what you know for a fact.
I know he calls 911. I checked with the operator, and there's a call on record from him at 9 o'clock.
And that's about the time he got to the Cox house. So then he didn't call from the center.
No, and that surprises me. He must have panicked.
Well, the point is there's still the hour between the time you left him and the time that he called 911 that's unaccounted for.
My son's only guilty of one thing in that hour. Trying to help Stacy Cox.
Gordon is right, Jerry. That hour means nothing. Look, Darryl knows Stacy. They're friends. He wouldn't break into her house unless he had no choice.
Well, maybe she didn't give him a choice. Maybe she locked the door.
Come on, Jerry. Stacy was barely conscious when she said he raped her. You've seen enough people on drugs to know that they say things that have nothing to do with reality.
Or they tell the truth for the first time in their lives.
Jerry, what is going on here?
This is a waste of time, Selena. They don't want to listen. I'm going to see Darryl if I have to get arrested myself to do it.
Be straight with me. You're just playing by the rules, right? They can't really hold Darryl.
With the case they got on him right now, he's in pretty serious trouble.
Stacy did everything except tell me flat out she was gonna kill herself. That's why I busted the door. Dad, I didn't do it. They won't believe me, Dad. I didn't.
I know that, son. It'll be okay. I'll get you out of here.
How's Stacy?
I don't know. The hospital won't talk to anyone but immediate family.
If she doesn't pull through...
She will.
But if she doesn't, there's no way to prove that I didn't rape her.
Now, you can't think like that, son. We'll get through this. Hey, Johnson men aren't beaten so fast, right? Someone out there can back your story. And we'll find them, son. I promise you that.
You can't stay here, Peter. Earl will keep tearing away at you the way he did me. The only way out is out for good.
And go where?
Live with me and Gabriel.
Thanks, but that won't work.
Sure it will. We'll fix up the apartment. The schools are terrific.
But Gabriel doesn't like me.
That's not true. He needs to get to know you better. In no time, he'll love you as much as I do. And that's a whole lot, you know?
He married you, not the family. If I were him, I'd want to stay as far away from us as possible, too.
He doesn't feel that way. And even if he did, tough. I'm not leaving you here with that monster.
Dinah, you do too much already. You pay for the rent, you send money...
You're my brother. Think about it, okay? No rush. My home is yours. Anytime.
Thanks. It's nice having a big sister around.
You better like it. You're stuck with me. Hey, you wouldn't want to stay because of that girl the old man mentioned, would you, Stacy? Ooh, this is serious. How long have you been dating?
Hello?
Thank God you're there. It's Gordon Johnson. I need your help.
Sure, Mr. Johnson, what's up?
Daryl's being held at the sheriff's station.
What? Why?
For the rape of Stacy Cox.
Oh, my God. It's a mistake.
Everyone knows that, but the police. Daryl said you had a date with Stacy tonight. Is that so? Peter, did you see her or not?
Yes, I did.
Can you please come to the station and give them a statement saying that, and anything else that might clear Daryl?
I'll be right there.
What's wrong?
A buddy of mine. He's in trouble. I don't know when I'll be back.
Nobody's talking. Nurse is telling me to see the doctor. The doctor's still in with Stacy.
Look, I'll leave you folks alone. Look, there is just one point I have to clarify. You said you heard nothing, Mrs. Cox.
That's right.
Now, does that include the break-in? Now, think back.
The what?
Your home was broken into. I thought you knew.
Oh, how would I know? It's only my house. So you mean on top of everything else, we were robbed?
No.
Somebody forced his way in.
I know you said that. But if they didn't steal anything, why?
Sorry to have to tell you this, but Stacy claims she was raped. We assume that's why she took the pills.
Raped? Raped? Oh, my God, no. No, my baby, no.
We're questioning a suspect now.
Who is it? I'll kill him.
His name is Daryl Johnson.
No, that's wrong.
You got the wrong guy. You were there.
Daryl's our friend.
Rapists often are.
Yeah, but you don't understand. Daryl would never...
Stacy was raped. She tried to kill herself 2 doors down from where you were, and you heard nothing. Tell me how, Virginia. Tell me how.
I wasn't feeling well. I was in such a deep sleep that I just...
Where's that doctor? Why isn't he telling me anything?
One of Dr. Stafford's interns talked to us just before you got here.
What'd he say?
He said they pumped her stomach, and they did some kind of new technique they do with overdoses. I didn't get it, but he said he'd be back in about an hour. She's gonna be okay, Mr. Cox.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Billy. I'm glad you're here. Listen, why don't don't the two of you, take a break. Get yourself something to eat. There's nothing more you can do here.
I don't want to leave you, Dad.
Sorry. We'll be here. If there's any news, we'll come get you.
Stacy raped? I can't believe this.
And Daryl, how did they ever pick him?
None of this makes sense. I want it all to be over. I want Stacy to be all right, and I want everything to be like it was. Billy, this place is kind of getting to me. I kind of want to go out for a couple minutes.
I'll go with you.
No, actually, I want to be alone.
Sure. I understand. Go ahead.
I went by your house. I know I shouldn't have. But I had to see you.
Well, I wanted to see you too. Stacy?
I know. Some of the sheriff's men were still there. They filled me in. I'm so sorry.
Do you know about Daryl?
They told me. I was sure they had the name wrong.
Tell me this isn't happening. I heard all these words, but none of them sound real. This only happens to other people. Not us. I mean, not Stacy.
We'll get through this.
My parents are so messed up. I mean, my dad's blaming it on my mom. And my mom's too weak to fight back. I don't even think I'm strong enough.
You're okay. You're fine. You want to go back?
I want to stay here with you. Is that so awful of me?
I don't ever want you to go. You up for a walk?
Where's the Johnson kid now?
He's down at the department giving a statement.
So what are the charges? Rape? Forced entry?
No charges yet. We're holding him for 24 hours.
You haven't even arrested him? Stacy identified him. What are you waiting for?
It's her word against his.
And you believe him?
I didn't say that. Okay, don't take this the wrong way, but we have been through this before with Stacy. It's a matter of the teacher.
My daughter's in there hanging by a thread, and you think she made this whole thing up? One of your own officers found the Johnson kid in her room. I want him nailed now.
Look, if and when there is enough evidence, he will be charged, I assure you.
Don't patronize me. I'm a lawyer, remember? I want him booked, and I want it done right.
It will be.
I've seen you guys botch arrests before, you know. Somebody asks a lot of questions, and then they read him his rights, and the next thing you know, he's out on the street, all because some moron got the whole thing backwards.
Look, I am in charge of this case. Nothing will go wrong.
You better hope so, Alan. Don't forget how you got this job.
I was elected.
And you had some help. And some of it was mine. Now, if you blow this and this kid is guilty, I'm going to hold you responsible, publicly.
I don't think so.
And if Stacy dies...
She tried to kill herself. Oh, how?
Pills.
And she said you raped her?
She was delirious. She said he raped me.
She's gonna live, though, right?
She's alive now. That's all we know.
Was Stacy acting strangely tonight? Was she upset, angry, depressed?
But yeah, a little depressed. Things haven't been going so well at home. Her mom's been drinking since her dad left. We talked about it, but I figured she wanted to be alone for a while, so I left early.
When?
Around 8.
That still leaves a missing hour.
My son's telling the truth. The girl was unstable and depressed. And Peter saw that, too.
Maybe.
Everyone knows Stacy's had emotional problems lately.
Mr. Johnson, Selena would like to speak with you.
I'll be right back, son.
Dad, when you talk to Mom, don't tell her, okay?
Don't worry. She won't be home for a few days. And then this will all be over.
That's all for now, Peter. Oh, if you want to talk to Daryl, I have to stay in the room.
Do you want me to stay? I didn't think so. I guess you're still mad at me about the test thing. I'm sorry I wasn't much help. Sorry about everything.
Why rape, man? Out of all the things she could have said, why those words? He raped me.
Here. This is for you. Maybe I can't be with you tonight. Here's a little part of me that can.
It's beautiful. St. Christopher.
It gets you through every time. That's what Aunt Sophie says.
Do you think you can help Stacy?
Yeah, he works.
Well, you said that this is a part of you.
When Stacy wakes up, tell her I said hello.
To Matt, love, Sophie.
That's yours. To Melinda. Love, Matt.
Well, you have to keep it, because your aunt's gonna...
My aunt would pass it along. That's how you hold it. Nothing more to do. No batteries needed.
I don't want to leave Stacy tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you a secret.
What?
You're beautiful.
Matt, thank you.
I'll come by tomorrow morning. You can tell me the good news.
Yeah, Stacy's okay.
I was worried. You were gone so long.
Well, it's pretty late, Billy. You should probably go.
I want to stay. If you're here, I want to be here too.
Well, I'm going to be here all night. I'm going to sit up with Stacy.
And it looks like I'm in it for the night.
How is she?
Stable, but the rest depends on how many pills she took.
Well, how many were left in the bottle?
I don't remember.
Well, try, damn it.
Don't you think I'd tell you if I could? She's my daughter, too.
Well, what's the treatment now? Is she conscious?
No, all we can do is wait.
How long?
Well, there's no way of telling. Until she comes to, we can't tell how much damage was done.
What do you say? Brain damage? Coma?
You know, we honestly don't know, and it's pointless to speculate.
Oh, no.
Stacy.
So you're saying my son raped her and then hung out for an hour? That's idiotic.
It happens. Rapists often act like nothing much happened. Woman's in shock. Man may stick around and have coffee.
Daryl called for help.
Eventually. It's possible he left Stacy's room, went back to check on her, saw the pills, and panicked.
You've got an answer for everything, don't you, Jerry? Except the right one. He didn't do it.
Is there any physical evidence?
It's inconclusive. Apparently, Stacy took a shower afterwards.
then you have no right to hold him. Look, Jerry, I've tried to cooperate with you. I broke a strict confidence by telling you that Daryl was Stacy's counselor. And for what? You knew all along there was no case.
You clarified the motive. As her counselor, Daryl knew how vulnerable Stacy was. Maybe he saw an opening and went for it.
You manipulated us.
Who knows why she said rape? It's pretty much like a pattern. I mean, she did the same thing with Mr. Stevens. I wish I'd picked up on it sooner. I never would have left her alone.
You couldn't have done anything. Her mind was set. I'm sorry you got dragged into this.
Daryl, I want to help. I can stay, too.
Thanks. You go ahead to the hospital. Stacy needs you more than I do.
No, I'd just be in the way there, with her family and everything. I'd like to stay if that's okay. Whatever you need, I'm here.
Thanks. You're not a bad dude. What's going on?
Daryl Johnson, you're under arrest for the rape of Stacy Cox. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You cannot afford an attorney. The courts will appoint one for you.
Hi, this is Q107's Danny Wright, and you could win a trip to Los Angeles and, get this, a cameo appearance on Tribes. Just listen to me tonight between 6 and 10 on Q107 for more details.